Hi guys, my name is RiderTommy28 and this is my review on the Noodler's Ahab. Now, I bought this, I don't know if you can see it right, this like teal greenish color pen, and it's got these black and golden stripes and swirls in it, and I did it because I really wanted to try out the Jerbon 1670 Emerald of Chivor ink. Now, it's a sheening ink, meaning it's got little particles in here, and you can very clearly see that at the bottom. So I'm going to fill this up now, and I'll just have to keep turning it. Now, I don't want to shake it because that would put a lot of bubbles in the ink bottle, and when I fill it up I'll have more chance of getting these bubbles in my pen, which I really am trying to avoid. You can see it's fading away there. Now, this pen is really cool. I mean, yes, of course, it's got this Noodler smell, and a lot of people despise it and don't like it, but I love it. I don't know, always when I just pick this pen up and I just smell this odor, I get really happy because I know that I can use this pen again. I know what I can expect from this pen. What the hell? This is going so slowly. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Now, thing to notice, this ink bottle is very, very beautiful. It's probably the most beautiful ink bottle, aesthetically, and I have a few Pilot Roshizuku and Caran-d'Ache inks, but I just find that this is the most beautiful ink bottle. It's got this wax seal, this little scarf-like goldish rope which surrounds the neck of the bottle, and even this is made of this wax seal, but mine did crack though, because of, I don't know, because of how dry it was here. But yeah, it really is almost gone now. But this bottle is really unpractical. When I say unpractical, I do really mean really unpractical. And that's because when you open this, you see that this has got like a very, very narrow opening. I can barely fit my pen in here. Yes, when the ink level is going to be very low, I can use an ink syringe, but it also doesn't have this little cone at the bottom, so you would have to then tilt the bottle, but because the neck is so narrow, you won't really be able to place your pen in it differently because it would get stopped by the glass. Filling system, which I'm going to show you now, is this weird thing. It's like it sucks the ink up. You press it down and then you just suck the ink up. Now, a thing to notice is that there is this little straw that, I can actually pull this out, that pops right into the back of this ebonite feed, because it's a Noodler's pen. You can see the hole here quite clearly, like this, and the rod goes in here, and what that will allow you is that when you put this in, you have to put this rod into this hole. You can unscrew this, push this all the way out. There is a little hole in here, so then when you're going to fill when you're going to put this in here, you have to line up this rod with the hole to allow it to go in here, but it will basically allow you to fill this part of the Noodler's filling system as well. Now, let's just put this back together, and you just pop it in here again. I didn't really clean it well, so it'll do though. And these inks do require more maintenance because they will clog up your pen way faster. Now let's do it like this. And if you put this back in, there is a little edge on this side, meaning that if you would try to put the feet like this, then the feet would touch the edge and it would block. It won't allow the feet and the nib to go in there because there's this little archy edge which only goes around halfway. So just turn the pen. You can't really see it on camera, but you can in real life, and you can securely put the nib and feet back in. Now be careful because you do run the risk of breaking anything, so just be careful whenever you take this pen apart, especially the Twisby pens, because those fins on the feed tend to break very, very quickly. Ooh, and if you lose this rod, it's not the end of the world at all, because you will still have a very big ink capacity. You can still use this but you just won't be able to use this top part. You will be able to fill this all the way through though. Now what you can do is just put some silicone grease on these threads. There's already a little O-ring on here. I have this silicone grease. I couldn't find silicone grease, but then I searched for it everywhere, and like on the internet, this thing would cost like 14 euros. I don't know, it's about $16 or something, and for me that would be way overpriced. So then when I went to the diving shop, they actually had this. I have no idea what they use it for, but I saw it and I just had to grab it. Just remember to get the clear silicone grease, and it says 100% pure. Don't get any coloration or something. This is just plain white. It kind of looks blue on the camera, but it really is not. Now let's fill this pen up. Push this down, put your pen in here, and just very, very satisfying. Do it 2 or 3 times. Zip. This will do. Put it back in. This is Oxford 90-gram paper. It's really good for students because it's got these dots at the bottom, which allows you with this, I believe, Scribzy app. It will allow you to scan the page and everything you wrote on it, so that you can have all your notes on your phone digitally. And yes, that's very handy if you're going on vacation or anything and you don't want to bring your whole notebook. Now, this is a flex pen. Be careful with flex pens because yes, they will give you, I mean, you can write with this pen just normally, but then if you just apply a bit of pressure, a bit of railroading, if you just apply, it's not working for me. Maybe the feed's not, wait, the feed should be saturated. Let me hold on. If you have any other problems, this is the first time it's failing on me, by the way. If you have any of these problems and it just will not work, try to put your feet in and your nib differently. Maybe your feet has to go in a bit higher or lower. This pen, your hands will get messy. because you're gonna have to play with the feed and nib, and this is like an experimental pen. But since it's ebonite, you can definitely heat set the nib, and I did that to my Charlie pen because it was burping, and now it works fine. Yeah. Oh, this video is going according to plan. Lures Ahab. So this is without any flex, but then you can just A B. It's great though. It really is great. Thank you. Please give me any tips, recommendations, any future things you want a review of. If you have any questions, I will be happy to help you. And please give me some feedback, because otherwise I will not know how to improve. Thank you. Bye bye. Enjoy your fountain pens.